This is episode 264 on the topic of building a strong team culture, even when your company culture isn't all that great. Here are the two questions this podcast answers. One, how do you successfully transition into your first official leadership role? And two, how do you keep climbing that leadership ladder and continuously get promoted, although the competition and the expectations get bigger? This show, the Manager Track podcast, will provide the answers. I'm your host, Ramona Shaw. I'm on a mission to create workplaces where work is seen as a source of contribution, connection, and personal fulfillment. And this transition starts with developing a new generation of leaders who know how to lead so everyone wins and grows. In the show, you'll learn how to think, communicate, and act as confident and competent leader you know you can be. Welcome to this episode of the Manager Track podcast. Today, I'd like to talk about something that I know many of you struggle with. And that is the question of what do you do when you want to create a really good team culture? You love your team, you love your leadership role, and you're committed to creating a positive work environment. You really want to be that kind of leader that does it right. But then you notice, not just through your own observation and you being part of the organization, but also how your employees are treated, that the broader organizational culture is not really helping or not really aligned with what you're trying to do on the team. And if you've been in a situation where you were trying to do something right for the team, but the broader organization has been misaligned and you realize how difficult that feels to be in that sandwich and also feeling like you don't have all the control that you need to make a big change here, then you know what I'm talking about and how tricky this can be. So from leaders, I often then hear them say, the company talks about values and culture, but then day to day, it tells a different story on how they behave. Or maybe the leadership team is disconnected from what's actually happening on the ground. So they talk big about psychological safety or flexibility or inclusivity or healthy work environments. But on the ground, what's tolerated in the organization, what's even rewarded in the organization is very different. And you notice that disconnect. Another thing that often comes up is when organizations go through some chaotic periods or transformations or change that seem to be explained away by, well, this is the change we need to do. It's going to have a little bit of a ripple effect. We're going to have some layoffs, some org restructurings and so forth. It's going to change. But once you've experienced that for like 6 months or so, then you realize actually, this change is either not ending or it ends and is followed right after subsequently by another transformation, another upheaval. We have layoffs and we get over that. Then we have a strategic change. We get over that. Then there's another restructuring. We get over that. Then the boss gets fired and it just never ends. But what I really want to talk about today is the fact that you do have some power, some control and some influence to create a bit of a culture bubble, which in essence means a bit of a pocket that's different from the broader organizational culture that you create within your team so that your team is better set up to withstand the challenges of the organizational environment and the changes overall that are happening more broadly, or just the culture